Support for How in the Hell Did I Get Here comes from the Coloring Book Coach. Did you know it's possible to heal your heart and more through coloring and the support of the Coloring Book Coach? Visit thecoloringbookcoach.com for your free coloring book. Hey, it's Kim with a quick but huge thank you to everyone who's left us a review so far on Apple iTunes or anywhere else. Myself and my sisters really appreciate you. Here's one from Stiletto Camouflage. Love this podcast with down-to-earth, quote-unquote, real people. It's like being the fly on the wall and listening to family conversations. It had me laughing at them laughing. Great listen. Thanks so much. And keep the great reviews coming. We sincerely appreciate it. It really means a lot to us. And now on to this week's episode of How in the Hell Did I Get Here? Traveling can be a lot of things, but for Erin, Kari, and myself, these three travel stories find us in some crazy predicaments. Erin does what seems like the logical thing on a family vacation to Disney World. It's just too bad she didn't read all the directions first. Then, Kari just wants to get to Iowa for a niece and nephew's graduation celebrations. The big question is, will she even get on the plane? Will she be detained? Will she ever make it past the TSA? Finally, I find peace and serenity during my first parasailing adventure. Sadly, the people on the ground were having the opposite experience because of the lack of one small detail. Welcome to How in the Hell Did I Get Here? Quick note, today's episode contains swear words. The importance of thoroughly reading the directions becomes painfully obvious for Erin during this 12-hour endurance test.
So I will start it off with this. I tend to get backed up when I travel. Like just the pipe stopped working, and it was no different on this trip, evidently. So maybe 2 or 3 days in, I'm feeling uncomfortable, to say the least. And we were staying in a timeshare at that point. So Sister Sky and her family were staying in one room and we were in another. And I'm feeling really, 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 really uncomfortable. And so I think I made my then husband, or as my grandson would say, my old husband, go get me some X-Lax. So I think we both went, and it came in this package. It looked like a candy bar, right? It was like 2 inches by 2 inches. And I get back to the room and I just this was like probably 8 or 9 o'clock at night. I just happened to be the poor, unfortunate soul who opened it up from the bottom. I opened up the wafer from the bottom, but I read the directions first, and it said, eat. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I thought it said, which was, eat the wafer. It didn't actually say that in retrospect. It said, eat one wafer.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So, I ate the wafer. The 2 inch by 2 inch.
Because it was flipped over when you looked at it, so it was
yes.
one square to you.
It was one candy bar, and I was eating it. Like, hey, this is not that big. I can do this. Well, it tasted good. It tasted like chocolate. And somehow I saved the wrapper, and it just happened to be next to the toilet.
Thank God, you probably spent some quality time there later.
Oh my God. It said gentle, effective relief on it. I'm sorry. I have to say it this way. I was shitting gravel by the 10th time that I was on the toilet. And I remember
this probably isn't for everybody, but I think this is freaking hilarious.
No, this is human stuff. This is don't do this. read the label, and for God's sake, don't open it upside down. But desperate times, desperate measures. So anyway, I ate it, and then I went to bed. And then the rumblings began probably 2 hours later.
So
And
how much time did you spend?
I think all night. It felt like all night. And literally, I had nothing. I mean, it was bad. It hurt so bad. And that is when the next morning I was on the toilet for the last time. I was thinking. I happen to pick up the wrapper while I'm sitting on the toilet. And I read it again, and it said, eat one wafer.
Right.
There were 18 wafers.
Oh my God.
There were 18. I panicked, and I'm like, oh my God, do I need to go to the emergency room? I literally panicked and thought, I am going to die because I just ate 18. Well, I didn't die, obviously, but like 3 hours later, stuck in the middle of this row of people that was probably 50 people wide, SeaWorld. And my stomach started doing the rumbles and the think Dumb and Dumber.
No.
It was horrible. I'm like, how can this still be going on? It was horrible. So the moral of this story is read the label, open it from the top.
Anything can happen going through the airport TSA line. Maybe you forget to empty your pockets or take off your belt. In this travel adventure story, Kari does everything right, but still sets off an alarming alarm.
So anyway, the story was I was going to the graduations in Iowa for darling niece Sam and darling nephew Cal.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to get from Crystal River, Florida to Des Moines. So that means flying through St. Petersburg in Florida. So I hire a car that's going to pick me up at 3:30 in the morning and take me down to the airport for a 7 a.m. flight. The driver of the car waits until we're like almost in St. Pete to, surprise, let me know that she's never been to St. Pete. She has no idea where the airport is. I have no idea where the airport is. Surprise again. So we were like totally lost in St. Pete.
Yeah, and this was before like GPS on your phone.
No. This was last year?
Oh yeah, wait. I was
2 years ago?
thinking like their baptism or something. I was thinking little kids. No, you're right.
No. This was just recently.
Yeah, recently. Okay.
So, and this turns out to be part of the problem. We're like in this residential neighborhood, dark. There's like it's all houses and nobody's up and about. So we're going to get arrested for prowling around. And I'm like going, lady, I'm pretty sure they don't plop great big airports in the middle of neighborhoods. And she's insisting it's got to be there because Google GPS says this is where it is.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out, she was right. I turned mine on and yep, Google is just like messing with us. So anyway, we finally find the airport. It's like an hour of wasted time. So we get to the airport. I'm just a wee bit stressed. I'm already checked in. I've done all that. Did that on the phone, wandering St. Petersburg. So all I got to do is get through security and get on the plane, right? No big deal. Moving right through security. Everything's moving right along.
Uh-oh.
Put my bag up on the rollers. Take off the shoes. You step into the scanner thing.
Mm-hmm.
You assume the Vitruvian man position.
Right.
And
I'm in big trouble position.
So I get scanned. La. Step out of the scanner. Get my shoes. Go on my merry way. No, there's this very stern-looking TSA agent blocking my path. She's got her hand literally in my face.
Wow.
Like, tell it to the hand.
Right. Yeah. Like, stop, lady. You're going no further. And
she goes, ma'am, I need you to stop right there. Your groin area is alarming.
Oh my God. I would have said, well, it's been called a lot of things, but I've never heard that.
Well, I'm telling you. I mean, okay, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I have not slept, and I don't know how long.
Oh, God.
And I'm a little frazzled from just getting to the goddamn airport. But, it's like, I don't really think it matters, like, where or when you are. That sentence is just going to stop your brain right in the track.
Yes.
I mean, because in my head, I'm going, no, it's not. But what I say is what? So, and now she's just, and this broad is scary, and she's just glaring at me, and she goes, "Your groin area is alarming. I'm going to need to pat it down." And all I can think is,
it over here.
no, it's not.
God.
So, and then she tells me, she's like, "Okay, now for your comfort, I can take you to a private room and we can do the search there, or we can do it right here."
Will Kari make it through the TSA? Find out in a minute after the break. Hey, it's Kim. I'm just popping in to say hi, and I hope you're enjoying the show. And to let you know, you're helping make a dream come true by listening. Making this podcast has been an incredible experience, and I love doing it with my sisters. Truthfully, it also costs money to produce a podcast, so I'm asking you today to please visit our Patreon page at How in the Hell Did I Get Here, which is found at patreon.com, and make a pledge to support us. We appreciate you, and we can't wait to make more awesome stories for you. You're amazing, and thanks in advance for your support of How in the Hell Did I Get Here. Visit patreon.com and search for How in the Hell Did I Get Here, or you can hit the button on our website, howinthehellpodcast.com. Picking back up where we left off, Kari's deciding whether to go away to a private room with the stern TSA lady or stay put and deal with her alarming groin situation right then and there.
And I'm like, it's like, it's a no-brainer. The choice is pretty obvious. Either I'm going to let this scary Frau Blucher take me off into a little tiny room.
You're right.
Alone.
Never to be seen again.
Right, to rub my butt.
Yes.
Or else we do it right here in front of God and everybody.
I'll take the witnesses for
I'm thinking, I can cry for help if I have to. So I'm like, just do it here, figuring we'll just get her done,
Right.
I got a plane to catch.
Oh.
So she snaps on like the rubber gloves.
What? No.
Yeah. What? My groin is alarming. And she kneels down in front of me, and I'm like, ooh, this is just wrong. She starts, now starts the pat down searchy thingy, right?
Uh-huh.
And she's running her hands up and down my legs, my butt, my groin area. But it's like, okay, but the whole time she's doing it,
mm-hmm.
she is saying over and over and over again, "I'm touching you with the back of my hand. I'm using the back of my hand. It's the back of my hand. I'm touching you with the back of my hand. It's only the back of my hand. I am using the back of my hand. I'm using the back of my hand. I'm touching you with the back of my hand." And it's like,
what?
Holy. And it's like, okay, this is bad enough, but now this like weird mantra chanting thing.
This is a true How in the Hell Did I Get Here
This
moment.
is like, now you're really creeping me out.
Yes.
If you had just grabbed the old groin area, I probably would have been way better off than with this.
But this whole
my hand. I'm using the back of my hand. It's the back of my hand. I am touching you. And so I'm just like, okay, now total willies, you creepy, spooky, yucky,
TSA
TSA lady. And never a light moment. Can there be? I don't know. But anyway, so she finally decides that perhaps my groin area is not so alarming after all. And she points me over to get my bag, which another TSA agent now has in his possession, right?
Uh-oh.
And he ain't Mr. Happy either. He's a big, burly, bald guy. And he's got my bag, and he's glaring at me, and he's also holding in his big old mitt my brand new $15 bottle of Paul Mitchell hairspray.
No.
I'm like, oh, crap. So and he's like, "Ma'am, I'm going to have to confiscate this. This size is not allowed. You cannot bring this in your carry-on bag."
Oh, no.
And I'm like, and it's like, yep, I screwed up that one, So I just absolutely, contritely
Right.
Say I just go, I'm really sorry, sir. I got mixed up on what goes in what bag. My mistake. But no, and he decides I need a lecture.
Oh, at this point, I would have been like, fuck it, I'm going home. Obviously, the universe does not want me to go anywhere today. The whole thing is weird. Get me out of here. I need a donkey.
Yeah, I should have gone by donkey.
Mm-hmm.
So then he proceeds to give me the whole lecture, you will not be allowed to have this back at this time or any other time. All confiscated items must go in the trash. It's over 3 ounces, and you're therefore not allowed to take it on the plane. Okay. So, and then he just dramatically throws it into the trash can next to him. So my brand new $15 bottle of Paul Mitchell hairspray. Right. So
insult to injury.
Yeah, I know. And here's where it's like, okay, now my brain and my mouth do a disconnect again, because it's like all I can think in my head is, okay, you have effectively disarmed me. I cannot take my brand new bottle of hairspray on the plane because you are worried of what I will do with that on the plane, and that I may destroy the entire universe if I get that onto the plane.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
This could be a very, 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 very dangerous thing. You've taken it and you have cavalierly tossed it into the trash can next to you. The trash can that's going to be next to you all damn day. Now, if my brand new $15 bottle of what is it, Paul Mitchell?
How much did it cost? $15?
Yeah. So, if this is a major threat to national security, why are you throwing it in the trash can? Literally tossing it. We could have all gone kablooey.
Right.
Right? Yeah, and it's just going to
it's the absurdity again.
Yes, it's completely absurd because you and the trash can are going to hang out there all day. At any point, you could all go kablooey.
Right. Exactly.
So, yes, so my mind is fully realizing the absurdity of it, but you're not allowed to speak to the absurdity of it.
No.
God knows what would happen then. So anyway, here's what goes out of my mouth at the guy is, fine, just throw it away. Not like it's going to do you any damn good anyway.
He's bald.
Yes.
Oh,
and because I've had it. By the way, I ran away. I grabbed my bag and I ran.
They say what goes up comes back down. And that's usually true, in theory. Unless you're me, in Mexico, parasailing.
It was my first time in Mexico, and my first time really doing anything. It was my first flight. It was my first time outside the country, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was a big deal. And, of course, with DJ, my soon-to-be father-in-law, his whole theory of life was we had to do everything because we may never pass this way again. That was his motto for life. So he decides we should go parasailing. Okay, so anytime I have to do anything like this where it's an unknown, kind of possibly scary and life-threatening or life-ending thing, I like to go first because I figure if I'm going to die, I just want to have it done with. So I volunteer to go first. So they hook me up in the thing and they take off. I'm on the beach and the boat takes off and I go flying up in the air and it was amazing. I mean, it's so quiet up there. Have you done it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've done it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so quiet, so peaceful. The ocean was completely beautiful. There was a marina, I'm like, this is awesome. So then he brought me back around so I could see the beach and I see everybody down there. There's 5 of them, the whole family. And they're waving at me, doing the arms crossed, danger, danger. But I'm like, well, that's a weird way to wave at me. But I'm like, hello. Yeah. And
you were doing this off the beach. You were not on a boat.
Right. Well, the boat was pulling me, but I lifted off the beach. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So you did it the dangerous way.
I don't even know. I've never done it before. But I knew enough to go first. And I just want to get it over with because I'm already freaking out. Let's just get it over with. Then I look and the guy is he's gesturing and telling the boat go, go, go.
Oh my God.
Yes. And then I'm like, this is odd. I start kind of drifting where I'm coming over the marina now. And I'm like, well, this doesn't look good. I don't think I'm going to be able to land in here. There's a lot of things I'd have to dodge, fires on boat. So then they take me back down and I'm like, this is getting to be an exciting ride now. So they swoop me back down, and I can kind of hear them saying, something. And I'm like, yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, Lord.
So finally this goes on, and I think they finally get me close enough, and I hear him yelling, pull the rope, pull the rope. They never told me to pull the rope.
Okay.
So they never told me how to get down. I had to pull something so I would start to drift back down, when I was in position, and they never told me to do that. So I had a super long I did land, obviously, and I'm here to tell the story. I don't remember the landing. I just remember everything happened up to it. Because I was like in a peaceful state of mind, and then it all started to get weird.
Thank you so much for listening this week. If you enjoyed today's show, please share it with a friend. And we'd also really appreciate you subscribing so you don't miss another show. And if you can, leave us a review on iTunes. That really helps an independent show like us get out there. So if you'd like to see what caused all of Erin's distress, we have some photos on our Facebook group. So come on over there to see the pictures and hang out with us. Today's episode was produced by Kim A. Flodin and featured my sisters Kari Flodin, myself, and Erin Beach. Our music is by Silent Partner. Meet you back here next week for more How in the Hell Did I Get Here stories. Until then, pay attention, my friends. You just never know when you might find yourself saying, how in the hell did I get here?